All right, well, welcome. Before I get into anything, please don't forget to hit that like button, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you want to just, I don't know, watch me or listen to me. I don't know. But I am back. I'm back on my channel. I'm now officially 2 years post op from my second spinal surgery and spinal fusion surgery. And I am now trying still to adapt to my new normal. What made me jump back on here was I left senior, I don't know if you all have heard of like silver sneakers. And so along with physical therapy, I also take silver sneakers, with senior citizens. And we do exercises in our chair. So today was yoga in our chair, and there was a move that the instructor, who was maybe about a month or two new now with us, that she showed a routine or exercise that I was unable to do. And I raised my hand and asked a question if there's a modified version of it, because I know that I could probably modify it for myself to adapt to what I need, but I didn't want to make a modification if there was already a modification that she might have, and I don't want to take away any kind of I don't want to take anything away from getting the stretch out of the yoga. So like if she has a modification for me to do, I want to make sure I get the full stretch of what's needed, versus if I did my own, I might have 25% of it because I'm trying to make it my own. Well, the instructor was my question. I asked her a question. I said, "Hey, do you have a modified version of this, whereas it's not really straining on the neck?" And her response was, "Well, your neck is not going all the way back." And that was it. And so just by saying those few words to me, by replying back to me, I felt some kind of way. I'm not trying to be like on a soapbox or anything, but it is my channel. I can say whatever I want, I guess. But it made me feel some kind of way. It made me feel hurt, disappointment. Just those few words. Well, your head's not going all the way back. I mean, I shouldn't take it personal, right? But all of a sudden, I'm like, well, darn, if I wasn't in an accident or, having this pain, I would be able to do it. Then I'm like, if I wasn't in this pain, I wouldn't even be in this class, or would I? I wouldn't even ask a question because I'll be able to do it. Or, just everything, all of this was going through my mind, okay? And so it hurt. It hurt. And I was upset at myself for being upset, if that makes sense. So yeah. So that's what happened. And I'm being extremely real right now. I'm trying to be more active. I spent the day sitting I was going to say my lawn chair. I spent the day sitting in my recliner. I spent the day sitting on the couch, sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor, sitting, being at home, shut down, scrolling through YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, just there, because you just have to sit still sometimes. I'm over it. I'm completely over it. So I decided to take, some classes at the local gym, and but I'm doing everything at my own pace. At my own pace and whatever I can do. They might be lifting like, I don't know, 1,000 pounds, and I'm sitting here with my little two dumbbells that weigh 2 pounds each. Okay? But I'm doing what they're doing, but for my body. Okay? So that's what I've been doing lately. And just those few words. So I leave the gym and I call my husband. Yes, I'm married. I called my husband, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I told him what happened. And he said, well, you shouldn't have been there anyway at the gym, which I know. Backstory really quick. I did 3 classes today. I did Zumba. I love to dance, but I did it to, I didn't overdo it. I didn't underdo it. I just did like this. I wasn't going full out how I used to do before my injuries, okay? So, and it makes me happy, genuinely happy, because I feel like even though I know that I'm not looking like everybody else, which does not matter, I know that I'm actually there and I'm not sitting in that recliner or on my couch just like how I was and how I am still sometimes. Actually, a lot of times I'm actually outside with other people besides the same person. No, besides seeing my loved ones, besides seeing my husband or my mom or anybody. I'm out. I'm outside. I'm outside with other people. So for Zumba, I did a Zumba today at 9, and then I did a Synergy class. I'm not sure if you know what Synergy is. Synergy is yoga and Pilates mixed together. And I come through. I keep looking over on this side because I have yoga mats and yoga equipment, and I bring my block. I bring my foam roll. When I'm telling you, it's a full production for me to go to each class. It's a full production, okay? It's a full production. So I make it comfortable for me, for what I can do. So I did the Zumba, and then after that I did Synergy, which was so much fun. Listen, fun, okay? It was fun. And then after that, I wind down even more with Silver Sneakers Yoga. So after all the stuff that I did today, and it might not seem like a lot to others, but I understand where my husband's coming from. Like, oh, wow, you've done a lot. You don't want to overdo it because when you get home, you're going to be sore, or later on, you're going to be sore, and he'll have to deal with me like, oh, my pain, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not complaining to him about it. I might make like a, ooh, noise and stuff. So we'll discuss complaining or just expressing how you feel in detail later on, or another topic later on down the line. But anyway, I called him to let him know I'm on my way home, and he's like, what's wrong? And I told him what happened, and he's like, okay, well, I didn't want to tell him, and the reason why, because it makes me feel like there's other things that I could be upset at or hurt about than what's currently going on, you know? And he's my husband, and I love him, and I can talk to him about anything. I know I can. And sometimes you just want to talk to somebody and not have that, well, you should have done this, you shouldn't have done that, or you shouldn't take it so personal, which I know. And I have a therapist, I have all of that, and I get it. And I know I shouldn't take it. That's the thing, you shouldn't take it personal. It's just, it's hard to explain. And maybe someone out there can agree with me, or they know where I'm coming from. When you have chronic pain and you're able to do something, and you're like, oh my gosh, I could do this right now. I'm in it. I could do it. I'm alive. I'm normal, right? And then, you know, just a little something small, like a few words, could mess up your mental, and you're like, well, dang. I'm sitting here like everybody else, sweating, enjoying it. I just want to know what what else can I do to make it better? I know I'm all over the place. This channel will not be structured. Okay, it's not structured. It will not be structured. But does anyone else know how I feel? That's what I want to know. Does anybody else know how I feel, or do you get it? And so my husband, I love him. He's so kind and loving. He's understanding, but he's black and white, and he does see gray as well. But it's more like when I told him what happened, he explained to me. He said that, well, it's like when sometime last year, his mom, she's now fully recovered, had cancer, and so she shaved her head, and we were somewhere, and a person asked, "Oh, so why is your hair cut?" And his mom answered that, she had cancer and now she's in recovery. And so he brought that up. He said that the instructor is stupid. He said, this is what he said. He said, the instructor is stupid. That person's a troll. I mean, it's similar to like how that person was like, hey, when he asked mom about cutting her hair and she, and she said that she was sick, people just they don't know. There's no filter, or not filter, but no common sense. There's no common sense. Like, if people ask me about my head being shaved, like, yes, my head is shaved because it's hot outside. You know what I mean? But sometimes people don't want to say why. But that's what he brought to my attention. That's what he came to me with. Like, well, somebody was like, well, why did mom get her hair cut? Because she had cancer. So it's like, you can't beat cancer with chronic pain. They go through chronic pain as well. But I get it. And maybe, I'm sure his mom is definitely strong. My mother-in-law is a very strong woman. I'm strong too. But it was just, that time was not the time. It just wasn't a time. And I just really wish, I'm glad that he responded the way he wanted to respond. I don't want him to sugarcoat anything. But I just called him just to tell him I'm on my way home, and I wanted to give him a hug really quick because what happened. And I know that I'm doing really well. I'm proud of myself despite what the doctors feel and how everybody else say. I feel like every day that I wake up and actually try to get out the bed and I'm able to do something, it's an accomplishment. And so I'm sure the instructor didn't mean any harm at all. At all. But there's there's another person that's in the class. She's so sweet. She's in a wheelchair. And she told the instructor after class that she couldn't do the exercise. So it's great to have more of a modified version because you don't know. And again, like I said, she's fairly new. She's about 2 months in, give or take. Mostly take. Whereas all of the other instructors, they have their regular version, then they have a modified version, then a modified of the modified version. Then if you can't do those 3 versions, you could just sit there and just smile. That's it. But that's what happened. That was it. But I love my gym. I love my class. I love all the classes. Oh my gosh. I love the staff that's there. This is not a paid, or not trying to promote them or whatever, but UFit has helped me. That's the gym. It's really helped me with it's just helped so much besides walking into like a medical office every single day or like a physical therapy office every single day. Because when you go into the gym, you're kind of intimidated. I get it, because everyone else, they're in shape and they're pumping iron or whatever. But I was intimidated, but something told me I just wanted to get out. I just wanted to get out. And I took the leap of faith and just went out and just went to a class. And I did look funny compared to everybody else. But guess what? I didn't care because the instructors had me so hyped. And I was just happy to be out. There has been plenty of times I've doubted myself. Like, girl, why are you there? But now my why is like, I know why you're there. Because you're there to turn up. It's about to be a great time. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here. Besides going on Reddit, I just wanted to come on here and just say something, and maybe I can relate to somebody else and whatnot. But this channel will be a lot of fun as well. I think I might do a podcast. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I would love to talk about pain and how we're dealing with pain, how I'm dealing with pain, and like what's everyone watching while they're sitting at home? Like, what are they doing? Try to make, like, maybe if I'm at home and I'm down and can't move, I can at least look pick up my phone, maybe, depending on, the strength of my arms, and just sit back and just watch somebody, like how maybe hopefully you're watching me, or I'm watching myself in the camera, or maybe I'm watching myself in the replay because nobody else is watching. So thank you so much for listening. And again, if you like the video or if you don't like it, just thank you for listening. Especially if you're able to watch the entire randomness of my video. But I'll be okay. I'll be okay. It's going to be okay. And guess what? I'm going to take a nap because I took my pain medicine and I'm tired. And hopefully I could wake up in time for Zumba, because Zumba is later on tonight. Yes. If I'm hurting, but the place is around the corner, I'm going to go. I will slowly walk in and slowly do this. If I'm able to do that much, if I'm able to at least get in my car and go there, that's what I will do. But if I can't get out of bed, I'll be right back here on the YT, on the YouTube. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, great evening. Or if you're watching this in the middle of the night because you can't sleep because you're in pain, or you're in transition waiting for your medicines to kick in, or just whatever you're doing, thank you so much for watching. Have an excellent day, and just know that you are not alone. And even though chronic pain is invisible, I see you. Bye.